Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths from social media, as seen at Legacy.com in the first week of September 2022. Queen Elizabeth II died September 8, 2022 at Balmoral Castle at the age of 96. She was the ruler of the United Kingdom for more than 70 years, the longest reigning monarch in British history. Elizabeth is being remembered for presiding over a period of great change in the UK as decolonization changed the face of the British Empire. Journalist Bernard Shaw died September 7, 2022 at a hospital in Washington. He died of pneumonia at the age of 82. He was the first lead anchor for CNN when the news network debuted in 1980. He is being remembered for his reporting from Baghdad during the Gulf War. Shaw was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who served during the 1960s. Boxer Ernie Shavers died September 1, 2022 at his daughter's home in Virginia. He died after a short illness at the age of 78. He was a heavyweight known for legendary fights with Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes. Shavers is being remembered as one of the hardest hitters in heavyweight boxing history. Scientist Frank Drake died September 2, 2022 at his home in Aptos, California. He died of natural causes at the age of 92. He was a pioneer of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, the first to use radio telescopes to listen for signals from deep space. He is being remembered for the Drake equation, which estimates the number of intelligent civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. Drake was a U.S. Navy veteran who served in the 1950s. Author Barbara Ehrenreich died September 1, 2022 at a hospice center in Alexandria, Virginia. She died after a stroke at the age of 81. She was known for her book Nickel and Dimed, in which she shared her experiences working at low-wage jobs. Ehrenreich is being remembered for discussing sustainable wages long before the topic became a national debate. Author Peter Straub died September 5, 2022 after a long illness at the age of 79. He was a beloved and award-winning horror writer, known for novels including Ghost Story and A Dark Matter. Straub is being remembered for his collaborations with Stephen King. They co-wrote the novels The Talisman and Black House. Politician Moon Landrieu died September 5, 2022 at his home in New Orleans at the age of 92. He was the mayor of New Orleans in the 1970s, as well as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President Jimmy Carter. He is being remembered for his commitment to civil rights and his work to integrate New Orleans City Hall and business community. Landrieu was a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1950s. Diversity advocate Marilyn Loden died August 6, 2022 in St. Helena, California. She died of lung cancer at the age of 76. Her death was recently announced. In 1978, she coined the term glass ceiling, now a well-known metaphor for barriers to women in business leadership. Loden is also being remembered for her work toward diversity in the military, including a successful fight to lift the ban on women serving on U.S. Navy submarines. Businessman Herb Kohler Jr. died September 3, 2022 in Kohler, Wisconsin at the age of 83. He was the longtime CEO of the Kohler Company, known for their plumbing products. Kohler is being remembered for building some of Wisconsin's most notable golf courses, including Whistling Straits. Musician John Till died September 4, 2022, at his home in Stratford, Ontario, at the age of 78. He played lead guitar in Janis Joplin's backing bands, the Full Tilt Boogie Band and the Cosmic Blues Band, including playing at her Woodstock performance. Till is being remembered as a Canadian rock music legend. Comic artist and writer Diane Newman died September 1, 2022, at the age of 75. She was one of the first women working in underground comics, and she co-founded the anthology series Twisted Sisters. Newman is being remembered for her long-running character DiDi Glitz. Comedian David A. Arnold died September 7, 2022, at his home. He died of natural causes at the age of 54. His stand-up comedy was popular in clubs and on TV, including his recent Netflix special, It Ain't for the Weak. Arnold is also being remembered for writing for the TV show Fuller House, as well as creating the new Nickelodeon series That Girl Lele. Journalist Anne Garrels died September 7, 2022, in Norfolk, Connecticut. She died of lung cancer at the age of 71. She was a longtime foreign correspondent for NPR, as well as a TV reporter for ABC News and NBC News. Garrels is being remembered as one of only a few Western journalists who remained in Baghdad to report on the 2003 Iraq War. Actor Richard Roat died August 5, 2022, of a heart attack at the age of 89. His death was recently announced. He was known for appearances on many TV shows, including The Golden Girls, Seinfeld, and Friends. Roat is also being remembered for his starring role on the first season of the soap opera The Doctors. You may not know that any family can place an obituary on Legacy in honor of a loved one's memory. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. 10 people died on September 4, 2022, when a float plane crashed in Puget Sound near Whidbey Island, Washington. Their names are Gabrielle Hanna, Patricia Hicks, Lauren Hilty, Luke Ludwig, Rebecca Ludwig, Joanne Mara, Remy Mickle, Ross Mickle, Sandra Williams, Jason Winters. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags across the United States have been lowered to honor the memory of Queen Elizabeth II. This week also marks several notable anniversaries. 10 years ago this week, actor Michael Clarke Duncan died at the age of 54. He was nominated for an Academy Award for his performance in The Green Mile. 15 years ago this week, singer Luciano Pavarotti died at the age of 71. He was one of the greatest operatic tenors of his time. 15 years ago this week, author Madeleine L'Engle died at the age of 88. She wrote the young adult sci-fi classic, A Wrinkle in Time. 25 years ago this week, religious figure Mother Teresa died at the age of 87. She was honored with the Nobel Peace Prize for her work helping the poor. 25 years ago this week, actor Burgess Meredith died at the age of 89. He was known for movies including Of Mice and Men and the Rocky series. Singer Patsy Cline was born 90 years ago this week. She died in 1963 at the age of 30. She was known for influential country music hits including Crazy and I Fall to Pieces. Actress Eileen Brennan was born 90 years ago this week. She died in 2013 at the age of 80. She was nominated for an Academy Award for her performance in Private Benjamin. Actor and comedian Sid Caesar was born 100 years ago this week. He died in 2014 at the age of 91. He was a pioneer of sketch comedy with his 1950s variety show, Your Show of Shows. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.